Why do you have 20 open tabs, a clean room, and zero progress on that deadline due in 2 hours? Congratulations, your brain has hijacked you. Welcome to the bizarre psychology of why we procrastinate. You are not just lazy. Your brain is literally fighting a tiny internal civil war right now. One side wants to secure your future, while the other side just wants to watch funny cat videos. We are diving into 10 weird psychological glitches that explain why you do anything except what you should. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will finally know how to outsmart your own brain. First big shocker, procrastination is not a time management problem. It is actually an emotional regulation problem. When a task makes you feel stressed, bored, or insecure, your brain treats that paper like a giant saber-toothed tiger. So instead of fixing your schedule, you run away to scroll social media for 3 hours. It is like putting a tiny bandage on a broken leg. But hey, at least the bandage has cute glitter sparkles. Inside your head, your logical prefrontal cortex is trying to write a report, but your emotional amygdala panics and pulls the fire alarm. Your brain literally thinks opening Excel is a life-or-death survival situation. That is why you suddenly feel an urgent calling to scrub your floor baseboards at midnight. You are not fleeing work. You are fleeing bad vibes. Psychologists call this present bias. Your brain values rewards right now 10 times more than rewards in the distant future. Present you gets a shiny dopamine hit from video games, while future you gets the anxiety attack. Present you treats future you like a complete stranger who can totally handle 3 sleepless nights. Talk about a terrible roommate. Are you a perfectionist? Congratulations, you procrastinate the most. If you believe a task must be done flawlessly, starting it feels terrifying because anything less than 100% feels like total failure. So your brain decides that doing nothing is safer than doing it imperfectly. It is like refusing to bake a cake because you do not have gold sparkles. Makes total sense, right? Then there is temporal discounting. The further away a deadline is, the less real it feels to your brain. Tell someone a project is due in 3 months, and their brain registers it as never going to happen. It is like seeing a storm cloud 5 miles away and deciding you do not need an umbrella until it suddenly rains heavy bowling balls on your head at 3 in the morning. Ever noticed how a task given 2 weeks takes 2 weeks, but if given 2 hours, it takes 2 hours? That is Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time available for its completion. If you give yourself all day to send one single email, you will spend 6 hours choosing the font and 3 hours agonizing over best regards versus sincerely. Beware of productive procrastination, the ultimate brain scam. This is when you avoid your main task by doing 20 other useful things, like reorganizing your spice rack alphabetically. You feel super productive, your kitchen looks great, but your actual assignment is still crying in the corner. Congratulations, you fooled yourself. Here is a brilliant brain hack, the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain hates unfinished business and creates mental itchiness until a task is done. The hard part is literally just starting. Once you work on something for just 2 minutes, your brain switches from, I hate this to wait, we gotta finish this. It is like pushing a heavy boulder down a steep hill. When you face a giant project, decision fatigue sets in before you even begin. Your brain asks where to start, gets overwhelmed by options, and shuts down like a blue computer screen. The magic fix is the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself you will work for just 5 minutes, and if you still hate it, you can quit. Spoiler alert, 90% of the time, momentum takes over and you keep going. When you procrastinate, do you beat yourself up with guilt? Stop right there. Research proves that self-blame actually causes you to procrastinate more next time because it adds negative emotions. Forgiving yourself breaks the toxic guilt cycle. Be kind to yourself. Acknowledge the slip-up, and move forward. Turns out self-compassion is your ultimate secret weapon against lazy days. So to recap, your brain is not broken. It is just trying to protect you from bad vibes with silly short-term tricks. Break tasks small, use the 5-minute rule, and forgive your mistakes. Now close all 20 extra tabs, put down the popcorn, and go tackle that task. Or you could share this video first. Hey, that counts as productive procrastination. See you next time.